On this episode of SHS Today, we look into new classes for the upcoming school year. Taylor Nunley tells us more about the new Sign Language Club. And lastly, Connor Carlson gives us our first look at our newest segment, Dude, Let's Try It. All this and more on another episode of SHS Today.
Good afternoon, Saline. I'm Ben Johnson.
And I'm Ryan Olsen. We've got another great show lined up for you today.
Let's get started. The first thing on our plate today is lunch.
Last Wednesday, the cafeteria was reimagined as Chartwell's has joined with our school as the lunch provider. With the reopening, they've brought more choices to the table, such as personalized pizzas that can be ordered weekly. They also had a raffle in which students could win prizes ranging from various gift cards to Beats audio accessories. We look forward to seeing what they have planned for us in the future.
Thank you.
The high school has been making a number of changes this year, including the addition of new classes for 2016. Let's go to Kyle, who gives us more information.
Hi Saline, I'm Kyle Wagner. Currently, many of you are in the process of choosing your new classes for next year. So we here at SHS Today would like to introduce 3 new classes that have just been approved by the Saline School Board. First off is Miss Freeburn to tell us more about her class, Learning to Breathe.
So this is a curriculum teaching mindfulness techniques, and mindfulness is basically the broader term for being able to pay attention in a certain way, on purpose, in the present moment without judgment, and take those techniques into their own day-to-day life and use them as grown-ups and adults as they move on through life.
Next, we have Introduction to Food, taught by Chef Musto.
The idea of the class was to give students those basic skills of how to saute, how to broil, how to work with starches, how to work with vegetables. And the difference between this class and our culinary arts program is in the culinary arts program, the focus is really on chef training. This class, it's really a kind of type of class that's centering on home cooking and home meals.
Finally, we have Classical Civilizations, created by Miss Bodiya.
The class is focusing just on Greece and Rome. I have a passion for Greece. My goal will be first to look at architecture, some of the main key people throughout history, and then also a little bit on archaeology.
It's nice to see our schools widening its spectrum of classes. So if any of these classes interest you, go to your guidance counselor and sign up today. I'm Kyle Wagner. Back to you in the studio.
Thanks for updating us on the new classes available in our school, Kyle. If anyone wishes to take these classes, the sign-up window is now.
In order to help with the water crisis, Saline schools are partnering with State Representative Adam Zemke to help the Flint community. Please help by donating water to the women's locker room at Liberty School February 1st through 4th. Donated water will be picked up and delivered February 5th. This week, we decided to take a look at a very unique club, the Sign Language Club. Now we go to Taylor Nunley, who tells us what it's all about.
Around the world, it's pretty safe to say that most languages are communicated through speech. But here at Saline, one club is making one language more accessible.
The Sign Language Club is a group of individuals who are interested in learning sign language as well as more about deaf culture.
American Sign Language is a language used by deaf Americans, and it's signed, not spoken.
In a typical meeting, we review what we learned last week and we move forward with new vocab, new themes, events that are going on in the world that involve the deaf and hard of hearing.
So in the first couple meetings, we just learned like basic signs, and now we're starting to learn set things. For example, this last week we learned the Pledge of Allegiance.
We don't have a teacher, so we kind of teach each other and learn together.
I'm really good with vocab, so I teach lots of vocabulary.
So last year I took a sign language class and I was really interested and I wanted to continue this year. And the only option really was online class, but I wanted to do it with other humans. So I thought it'd be a good idea to start a club.
We meet every other Thursday before school.
Sign Language Club is always open to new members, whether you have little sign experience or none at all or a lot.
It's a lot of fun, come join.
I'm Taylor Nunley, back to you in the studio.
Thank you, Taylor, for bringing us more information. If you're interested in joining, the next meeting is Thursday, February 11th before school in room C101.
To get a more hands-on look at the Sign Language Club, we sent Connor Carlson out for our newest segment, Dude, Let's Try It.
Hello, Saline. I'm Connor Carlson, and welcome to the first episode of Dude, Let's Try It, a series where I go around and checking out the most unique classes and clubs in Saline. I'm here today with Brittany Bryant, and she's going to be teaching me the basics of sign language. So, dude, let's sign it. All right. So it's nice to meet you, Brittany. Is there anything that you guys can teach me about sign language?
So, for my name is, you can say my name, C-O-N-N-O-R.
My name is... No, it's not that. All right. So it's going to be C-O-N-N-O-R. All right. So we have I'm Connor down. All right. Is there anything else you want to teach me?
My favorite sign is pineapple because it looks like a pineapple.
So it's like, if you guys want a pineapple and the person to sign, just be like, pineapple. And then they're like, I know what you're talking about. Then they'll give you pineapple. Thank you, Brittany, for helping me out here. So I'm going to say the intro and sign. So let's get this going. So I'm Connor. Back to you in the studio. Yes! All right.
Thanks, Connor, for giving us a more in-depth look at this club. If you have any suggestions on what Connor should try next, tweet us at SHS Today.
Well, that's all the time we have this week. I hope you enjoyed the show. I'm Ryan Olsen.
I'm Ben Johnson. And tune in next week for a look back at Schools of Rock, a student feature on senior Alex Martinelli, and another installment of Verses.
Have a great weekend, Hornets.